Hello dear friends, it's such a joy to welcome you all back to our little journey through these rustic lands. I hope you've been well and are ready for another heartfelt chapter. A big thank you to everyone who showered Lai, to TN and Jack with love and support. It means the world to us. Today the skies are clearing after the rains, promising a day filled with new stories and surprises. Let's step into the narrative together and see what unfolds in this vibrant tapestry of life. The first light of dawn crept stealthily over the horizon, its golden tendrils weaving through the mist-kissed fields that cradled Lai Tian's humble farmhouse, transforming the sleepy landscape into a radiant tapestry of hope and renewal. Inside her modest kitchen, the air swirled with a symphony of scents. The rich earthy perfume of ripened fruit, mingling with the crisp, herbal notes of freshly picked greens. The previous day's tempest had mercilessly toppled a sturdy banana bunch, but now its clusters gleamed with a ripe honeyed glow, a resilient offering from nature's embrace. Oh, what a splendid treasure these are! She whispered, her delicate hands moving with the grace of a seasoned artisan. As she sliced the night chewy into perfect, plump portions, she arranged them with meticulous care, tucking the firm, unripe, green fruits at the base to provide a sturdy foundation. While the sun-kissed, sweet ones rose atop like golden crowns, their fragrance a seductive melody beckoning her to the bustling market beyond. Her gaze then drifted to the verdant expanse of Tia, too outside its leaves, shimmering like emeralds in the gentle morning breeze, a vibrant testament to the land's bounty. Such an abundance of life, she mused, stepping into the dewy grass to gather a generous handful. This herbman's colds cools the liver and enhances our dishes, a true gift from the earth. With tender reverence she bound the sprigs with twine. Their vivid green is striking contrast against the golden bananas as she nestled them into her woven basket, a portable garden radiating vitality. Determined to explore new horizons, Lai Tian resolved to journey to a distant market, its reputation for throngs of eager buyers igniting a flicker of ambition in her resolute heart. The path stretched long and winding, a muddy ribbon carved by the recent rains, but the promise of thriving trade propelled her forward, her sandals sinking slightly with each purposeful step, the cool earth squishing beneath her feet. As she approached the market, the scene unfurled like a vibrant carnival. Vendors' voices rose in a harmonious crescendo, their stalls a dazzling mosaic of colors, textures and aromas that danced in the air. Amid the lively chaos she spotted a vacant corner and approached a weathered vendor, his face etched with the wisdom of years. With a respectful nod, "May I set up my goods here?" she asked, her voice a gentle melody threading through the clamor. The vendor, his kind eyes crinkling with a warm smile, waved her in with a generous sweep of his hand. Grateful for the opportunity, she ranged her basket with pride. The bananas and Tia too, displayed like precious jewels under the morning sun. 20,000 dong for a bunch of bananas, 5,000 for a bowl of Tia too, she announced, her gaze sweeping the crowd with quiet confidence, her heart beating with anticipation. A curious customer, her face framed by a colorful headscarf that fluttered like a butterfly's wings, shuffled closer, her eyes alight with interest. "How much for a bowl of Tia too?" she inquired, her voice a soft inquiry amid the market's hum. 5,000 dong, ma'am. Would you like one?" Lai Tian replied, her smile as warm as the rising sun. Radiating hospitality, the woman nodded eagerly. And another patron, a stout man with a weathered hat, tilted jauntily atop his head, pointed to the bananas with a gruff nod. These are homegrown, yes? He asked, his tone curious. Yes, straight from my garden. She beamed, selecting a ripe cluster with care. Take this, Nay. It's the sweetest of the lot. The exchanges multiplied like ripples on a pond, each sail a vibrant thread in the day's rich fabric. An elderly woman approached, her frail hands trembling like autumn leaves, her steps slow but determined. A bowl of tea, too, for my soup, dear. She requested, her voice a fragile whisper. 5,000 dong, and I'll add an extra sprig for your health. Lita Tian offered her kindness, a beacon in the bustling scene. The woman's eyes misted with gratitude. So generous you've not even sold to me yet. She exclaimed, her words a heartfelt tribute. Another buyer, a young mother with a toddler clinging to her skirt, haggled playfully a bunch of bananas for my little ones. She asked with a teasing grin, 20,000 dong, here's a fine one. Lita Tian responded, wrapping it with the tenderness of a mother herself. A burly farmer joined next, his voice booming, I'll take 2 bunches for my family feast. 40,000 dong, take these ripe ones. She said, her hands moving swiftly. The market pulsed with life, a living organism of commerce, and her earnings grew steadily. A tangible reward for her labor. With her stall nearly depleted, Lai Tushan's thoughts drifted to Jack's mother, her heart swelling with the desire to share her success. She wandered the aisles, her senses intoxicated by the market's vibrant offerings, spices, fabrics, and the chatter of bartering voices. Spotting a baker with a tray of steaming bun, she paused, drawn by the sweet aroma. How much for 2 buns, she asked. Her curiosity piqued. 10,000 dong. The baker replied, sliding the warm delights into a paper sleeve. With a flourish nearby, a vendor displayed fresh bun, its strands glistening like silk. How much for a bun, she inquired. Her voice eager. 22,000 dong, came the answer. And she handed over the cash with a nod of satisfaction. These will bring joy to her table, she murmured, tucking them into her basket. Alongside a small bundle of sticky rice, she couldn't resist as the sun climbed higher, casting long dramatic shadows across the stalls. She packed up, her spirit buoyant with the day's achievements. Yet a subtle unease lingered, a whisper of change, a shadow on the horizon she couldn't yet decipher. As if the market's energy carried a hint of impending drama. The afternoon sun spilled through the open windows of Jack's family home, bathing the polished wooden furniture in a warm, amber glow as Lai Tian stepped inside, her arms cradled with gifts from the market. Greetings, mother. I'm back, she called, her voice a bright chime in the quiet space. Jack's mother emerged from the kitchen, her face alight with a mother's joy. Oh, you're home from the site. I ventured to the market too, brought back some provisions. Let's sit and refresh with water, she suggested, gesturing to a carved chair. Lighted tea and nodded, setting her basket down with a soft thud. I'll pour for you, she offered, filling a glass with cool water from a clay jug, the liquid glistening like liquid crystal in the light. Are you finished at the construction site today? His mother asked, settling into her seat with a sigh of relief. Yes, I'm tending to work here now, Jack replied, entering with a tired but content smile. I meant to join Luan at the charity drive, but duties held me back. His mother's expression softened. I passed by. Luan was handing out aid. The floods have devastated the crops, yet our people's kindness endures. Lai Tushan's lips curved indeed. We Vietnamese stand together, Alalandam la Rach spirit. I'll return to my tasks, rest well, mother. She withdrew, leaving the older woman to her reflections, the room falling into a contemplative silence. Alone by the window, Jack's mother gazed at the swaying trees outside, her heart a mix of pride and longing. I yearn for Jack to find a wife, someone to cherish him truly, to build a life with. He's so consumed by work, she murmured, her voice a soft lament carried on the breeze. Sudden thrill from her phone shattered the stillness. Oh, it's Aunt Thursday. She and Jong are visiting, she exclaimed, her fingers dancing over the screen to return the call. Jack, they'll join us for cooking. How wonderful, she added, her excitement palpable. The doorbell soon echoed through the house, heralding the arrival of Aunt Thursday and John, their arms laden with parcels wrapped in bright cloth. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you, Jong, Jack greeted, rising to pour water for their guests. You've blossomed into such a fine young woman. And Thursday observed, her eyes warm with affection. Work steady, thank you, Jack replied modestly, handing her a glass. I brought some snacks, hope they please you. Jong said, her smile a radiant bloom. No need for gifts, your presence is enough. His mother laughed, accepting the offerings with a gracious nod. The room grew cozy as conversation flowed. Jack's always buried in work. I scarcely see him, his mother sighed. Fanning herself, John. Turn on the fan, please, Jack suggested, the hum of the appliance soon filling the air. How's your health, Aunt? He inquired. I manage, though loneliness creeps in at times, she replied, her gaze distant. You should visit more often, John chimed in, her voice a bright thread in the tapestry. I've missed you, work keeps me occupied. Jack admitted, a hint of apology in his tone. And Thursday leaned forward. You're nearing 30, have you thought of marriage? Jack chuckled, a touch of bashfulness in his eyes. Work's my priority now, his mother interjected. I nudge him constantly, but he just laughs it off. Oh, to see him settled. The talk deepened, laced with dreams of the future. Stay for lunch, we'll cook together, his mother insisted, her voice brimming with hospitality. John nodded eagerly, her gaze lingering on Jack with a subtle warmth, unaware of the fairy's watchful eyes from afar. Where Lai Tian stood hidden, her heart a tumble of emotions in the snug kitchen. John and Jack sat over their glasses of water, the gentle clink of ice, a soft rhythm beneath their words. Your company seems stable now. Please prioritize your health, John advised, her tone a blend of concern and care. Jack offered a grateful smile. Thank you, it's just the demands of work pushing me upstairs. Lai Tushin pressed herself against the window frame, her breath catching as she watched John's graceful form beside Jack. I've arrived at the worst moment, she whispered, her voice trembling with a mix of awe and sorrow. She's so elegant, a world apart from my simple life. A sharp pang of envy pierced her, though she quelled it with a shaky sigh. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks, she told herself, her fairy heart wrestling with doubt. Downstairs, Jack's mother and Aunt Thursday moved with practiced ease around the stove, the kitchen alive with the savory scent of fresh croissants sizzling in the pan. What luck to find Jack home today. John's been a marvelous help, his mother said, stirring with a wooden spoon. She's still settling back, but she's so capable, Aunt Thursday replied, slicing vegetables with precision. Many who study abroad forget housework, but not her, his mother noted, a note of admiration in her voice. I've raised her to master every task, and Thursday affirmed, her pride evident. The conversation veered to practical matters. Where's your maid? Jack's mother asked, pausing to wipe her brow. She's been absent since a family issue. Haven't seen her in weeks. Aunt Thursday sighed, her shoulders slumping. I sympathize with her struggles, but it's been too long. Perhaps Jack can find a replacement. His mother tilted her head thoughtfully. I know a girl from my household, diligent despite her hardships. She's delayed but might suit. And Thursday's face brightened. Let's try her if she falters. John can step in, his mother chuckled. Youth might balk at chores, but it shapes them for life. Aunt Thursday nodded true. Preparing her for marriage is key. The kitchen buzzed with activity, a symphony of clattering pots and chopping knives. The CA song is a rare delight, Jack's mother said, flipping the fish to a golden crisp. I adore it, haven't seen it in ages. Aunt Thursday replied, her eyes gleaming. Her absence must weigh on you. His mother sympathized, adding spices to the pan. Yes, I'd keep her if she returns. Any leads, his mother pondered. I'll check with my girl, see if she's available. And Thursday smiled, perfect. If not, John can assist. The meal took shape, the table, soon adorned with steaming mangoy and fragrant rice. A feast in the making at the dining table. The family gathered, the air thick with anticipation. Eat while it's hot, Jack's mother urged, serving the casson with a flourish. Need help, John offered, rising slightly, almost done. And Thursday replied, arranging the dishes. Jack adored this as a child. His mother reminisced, her eyes soft. Teach me sometime, John requested. Her interest piqued. I haven't cooked it since you returned. His mother said, today's catch is a blessing. John smiled warmly, your cooking's a gift. Jack's fortunate, his mother laughed. He cooks well but rarely joins me. Help serve John as they ate. Jack savored a bite. Where's this from, mother? A rare market find, she replied. Eat up, you're looking thin. John teased, her tone playful, thanks. Jack grinned, his appetite stirred. Post-meal the mood softened into contentment. Chores done, his mother asked, glancing at the cleared table. Yes, John confirmed. Stacking plates, we're off to the spa later. Aunt Thursday added, wiping her hands. Join us, John. His mother invited. Yes, please. John agreed, her enthusiasm infectious. And Thursday prepared to leave. I've got errands, call me for the spa. His mother nodded, stay till then. I'll return later. John stay with Jack and his mom. As they parted, a mysterious basket of Dua and Bond appeared on the porch. Who left this? His mother wondered, peering at the unexpected bounty. A gift, perhaps, John offered, stepping forward to massage her shoulders. Rest, mother. She soothed, her touch gentle. Back at the farm, Lytushan arrived as the sun blazed overhead. Its heat a stark contrast to the chill in her heart. Finally home, she sighed, collapsing onto a stool, the images of Jong and Jack replaying in her mind. She's stunning beside him. Why does it ache so, she wondered, her fairy essence trembling. Unbeknownst to her, a third woman's silhouette had flickered in the day's event's arrival, whose presence threatened to unravel her fragile hopes. Would she confront this new challenge, or let the countryside swallow her unspoken love?